Hi, good morning. Michelle DeJohnson here with Water Walker Ministries. I'm so excited to be here again to be able to share with you about Water Walker Ministries and our 2013 Entrepreneurial Conference. It will be held October 10th and 11th at the beautiful Jackson Center in Huntsville, Alabama. We are excited about seeing you. When I tell you this conference is power-packed with just tactical things, how to write a business plan, how to understand my vision, how to use social media on my behalf, on the behalf of my business. What insurance needs do I have? What entity should I set up? How do I establish my 501c3 nonprofit organization? Financial accountability for your new and small business. So when I tell you, and I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg, when I tell you that this session and this conference is something that you don't want to miss, this is something that you must have in your toolbox if you are considering a small business, if you have a small business, and you just need to do a checkup to be sure that you're headed on the right path. I am so excited about this and excited about bringing this to you. And one of the things I want to talk about on today, and we'll probably do a series of this, is faith or foolishness. As you know from past videos that I've done and what I've said on my page, is that my belief is so very important to me in the operation of this business. I cannot leave what I believe and who I am out of the operation of the business. And so my faith is critical to me. And stepping out on faith and believing God is extremely important to me. But one of the things I want to talk about is understanding the difference between faith and foolishness. And there are times when we mix up the two and we do things and we take action that may not necessarily lead us down the path that establishes faith. Now we know as we're stepping out of the boat and as we're moving forward in the things of God and moving forward with our business, His presence is there and He's directing us and leading us and guiding us. And if we would continue to listen to Him and follow His direction, then we don't have to worry about it. But I want to be sure that I'm talking about some of these critical things that are important. So today I just want to talk a little bit about insurance, and I want to talk about my personal testimony. And a lot of what we're discussing is personal testimony. It's my hard knocks in life. It's my good, bad, and ugly. It's how I made it through. I've been an entrepreneur and self-employed since 1998, and I'm just so grateful for that somebody pushed me out of the boat and encouraged me to step forward and to do this. And so I want to be able to pay it forward, so to speak, pass it along, and make sure that those that are considering this lifestyle, that you've got the foundational principles, that you've got a framework on which to work and to begin, and you've got a successful start. And we know again that He who begins a good work, He is so faithful to complete it in you. And so we just want to help you with that process. But one of the things that is important as we discuss today, insurance, I want to talk about, and I've titled it, The Recovery After the Storm. How many of you know when a storm comes through, it kind of devastates you, and it devastates everything. And Huntsville, Alabama was just struck with the devastating tornado, and homes were destroyed, and people's lives, and it was just one of the worst things in history, I think, for our area that could possibly happen. And as a result, many small businesses were closed. We were without power for a week. And for me, as the owner of Edible Arrangements, many of you don't know this because it's not the nature of but for the nature of my business, I have to understand holidays and when they fall. And I think I know every holiday in the month from Grandparents' Day to Sweetie's Day. But the tornado occurred the week prior to Mother's Day. And Mother's Day and Valentine's are my two biggest revenue producing days. How many of you can afford to be and have your business closed for a week and not produce any revenue? Many of us can't go a day without producing revenue, but how about a week? And listen, folks, I'm just not responsible for me and my four and no more. But I own a business in which I employ 8 employees, and I feel responsible for them and their families. You know, some are part-time, but I've got people that this is their sole source of income. And so I take that seriously. I go to bed with that at night and I wake up with it in the morning, that we have got to be fiscally aware of what we are doing, because it doesn't just impact me and my daughters or me and my family, it impacts 8 other families. And so there's an arm and a reach that you have to be mindful of. And so after the tornado, we were just out of business for a week. And you can imagine, I mean, I've got fruit in my cooler. I've got orders that are not coming in. I've got orders that we've taken that we now can't deliver. This was also, just to put it in a point of reference for me, the tornado happened on Administrative Assistance Day, which is also a really big revenue producing day for me. So we've got Administrative Assistance Day, and then the following weekend, week and a half from there, we had Mother's Day. So it's couched for me in between 2 revenue producing days. And so I'm having to refund orders that didn't get delivered because now the fruit is spoiled and there's no refrigeration. And some of these people were devastated with the loss of their homes. I mean, there was a huge impact. And so I remember when we were getting ready to open, I met with the insurance adjuster and he asked, did I have insurance to cover for an act of God or to cover for loss of utilities and loss of power? And I affirmed for him, yes, I do. And he said, no, you probably don't. And I said, well, sir, I'm fairly certain that I do. And he, you know, did not believe me. And his point of reference was that he had been to over 70 plus businesses in our area, physicians' offices, dentists, dental offices, and other businesses that refrigerate meds, and lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because they didn't have anything to cover for loss of power, and not thinking that, you know, what happens if I can't refrigerate my meds? That's money that's lost. And so he went in and he checked his system and checked his computer, and guess who had the coverage? I did. So when I tell you a recovery after a storm, not only did we recover everything that we lost during those holiday periods, but we were able to, because the insurance says, you know, what would you have gained had you been open? Well, the average growth of an edible arrangement store from year to year, from this particular year to the next, we checked the statistics, was 18 to 20%. So I was able to not only take what I made from a prior year, but I was also able to add on what that growth potential would have been, and have that incorporated into our numbers for recovery. How many of you know we serve a gracious and a faithful God? And so what I'm saying is, we have to be careful. Foolishness would say, oh, I don't need insurance. That's an expense I don't have to have. Maybe it's not necessary, but faith says, I'm going to put this umbrella. It's almost like paying your tithes. I'm going to put this umbrella over my business so that if something happens, we are covered. And so I was able to not only make sure that the business was covered, but that my employees were covered during that season of loss. And so, again, just making sure that we've got the right tools in place, and that we are operating a business that's not only fiscally sound and fiscally secure, but that we've got all the tools in place so that if catastrophe happens, then it doesn't have to impact you for the long term. It can just impact you for a short term. That's my recovery after the storm, and boy, was it an awesome recovery. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you at the 2013 Entrepreneurial Conference. Don't forget to register, www.waterwalkerministries.com. Hope to see you there. Thank you.